training. So we're going to hold poses a little bit longer, and we're going to be doing more downward dogs, more cobras, coming up to upward facing dogs, all right? So let's get started. All right, so today we're going to be starting up at the front of our mats. And we're just going to, as we breathe in, bring our arms up, reaching up for mountain. And as we exhale, we're just going to bring our arms down. And then inhaling to come back up. And we're just going to follow our breath. Inhaling to come up, exhaling to come back down. We want to make sure that we're keeping our shoulders down, pulled back away from our ears. All right, we're going to do two more. Inhaling for mountain, exhaling to come back down. Inhaling for mountain, and this time we're going to stay up here. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring our arms down, and we're just going to come into chair. And then we're going to inhale and come back up to mountain, and exhaling for chair. We want to make sure that our knees are staying behind our big toe, that if we look down, we can still see our big toe. Chair, we're just going to hold here, and we're going to lift our heels off the floor. And we're going to set our heels down, come back up to mountain. And again, exhaling to come into chair, holding and lifting our heels off the floor. And we can set our heels back down, come back up to mountain. Bring our hands to heart center. We're going to bring our left foot back, face the long edge of our mats. Bring our hands out by our sides, inhaling to reach up. And as we exhale, we're just going to bend our knees and come down. Inhaling to come up, and exhaling to come down. We're continuing to warm up our arms and warm up our legs. We'll do two more. Inhaling to come up. Exhaling to lower, inhaling to come up, exhaling to lower. On our next inhale, we're just going to keep reaching up and reach for the sky, keeping our shoulders back. As we exhale, we're going to hinge at our hips, come forward into a fold. And as we inhale, we're going to bend our knees and bring ourselves back up. Exhaling to hinge at our hips, keeping our back straight. And then inhaling, folding our knees and coming back up. We'll do one more. Exhaling to hinge at our hips, coming down. And inhaling to come back up. From here, we're going to keep our arms up. We're going to bring our feet back hip width apart. We're going to lower our left arm and just bend our bodies towards our left side. We want to make sure that we're keeping our chest back and not bringing it forward. And then from here, we're going to come back up, bring our left arm back up, bring our right arm down, and we're going to come over to our right side. And we're going to do one more on each side, coming back up to the center, bringing our left arm down and our right side coming to our left. And then coming back to center, lowering our right arm, coming over to our right. And from here, we're just going to come back up to our mountain pose, come back to the front of our mats. As we exhale, we're going to hinge at our hips and just come into a forward fold. I want you to shake out your head to take out all negative energy, and then shake out your head yes to bring in all positive energy. And then from here, we're going to set our hands flat on the floor, walk our feet back, come into downward facing dog. We want to reach our heels to touch the floor. Then we're going to lift our right heel, bending our right knee, and then lower, and then lift our left heel, bending our left knee, and we're gonna alternate. And from here, we're gonna set both our heels flat on the floor. Shift our body weight up into a plank position. As we exhale, come into cobra, and inhale for upward facing dog. And coming back to downward facing dog. We're gonna lift our right leg up into the sky, bring it forward into a lunge position. We're gonna set our left foot flat on the floor. And we're just gonna inhale and bring our arms up for mountain one. Want to make sure that we have a 90-degree angle with our knee and that our knee is directly above our ankle. And we're just going to sit a little bit deeper into it. And when we're ready, we're going to open up our hips to the left, bring our arms down for warrior two. And again, we're just going to sink a little bit deeper into warrior two. And then just facing forward, looking at our front fingertips. Here we're going to set our back hand flat on our back leg, bring our right arm up into the sky. And when we're ready, we're going to swing our arms around, come back into our lunge position, bring our right foot back into a plank position, exhale for cobra, inhale for upward facing dog. Here we're going to exhale and come back to downward facing dog. Raising our left foot up into the sky this time, we're going to bring it forward into a lunge. We're going to set our right foot flat on the ground. And as we inhale, we're going to bring our arms up into warrior one. Again, making sure that we have a 90-degree angle and our knees right above our ankles so that we can protect it. We're going to sit a little bit deeper into that. And as we inhale, we're going to open up our hips to the right, bring our arms down, come into warrior two. We want to make sure that we're pushing our knee outwards towards our pinky toes so that it's not coming in. And from here, we're going to set our back hand flat on our back leg, and our front arm is going to come up and reach for the sky for reverse warrior. Back into a lunge. Bring our left foot back into a plank position. Exhale for cobra. Inhale for upward facing dog. You can choose to put your knees down on the floor or you can choose to keep them up, whatever's more comfortable. And from here, we're just going to come back to downward facing dog. Making sure we're keeping our feet flat on the ground. Raising our right foot up into the sky this time, we're going to bring it forward. This time we're going to stay in a lunge position. We're going to make sure that our knee is directly above our ankle. We're on our toes on our back leg. And as we inhale, we're just going to come up into a crescent lunge. You can keep your arms up or you can keep them here on your thigh, whatever's more comfortable for you. And when we're ready, we're going to bring our hands to heart center. We're going to twist our bodies to the right, bringing our left elbow to our right thigh. And we're going to come into a twisting lunge. And from here, we can come back to a neutral position. Bring our hands down by our sides for a lunge. Bring our right foot back into plank position. Exhale for cobra. Inhale for upward facing dog. And coming back to downward facing dog. We're going to go a little bit deeper into our downward facing dog, just feeling that stretch, lengthening our spine, pulling our heels to the floor. We're going to raise our left foot up into the sky this time, bring it forward into a forward lunge. Again, making sure our knee is right above our ankle. We're going to stay on our back toes, and as we inhale, we're going to bring our arms up to crescent lunge. Again, so we can keep it here, or we can bring them down by our sides, whatever's more comfortable. to heart center, twist to our left side. Bring our right elbow to our left thigh for twisting lunge. And from here, we're just going to bring ourselves back into a lunge. Bring our left foot back, come into a plank position. Exhale for cobra, inhale for upward facing dog. Just feeling that stretch as we open up our chest. And as we exhale, coming back to downward facing dog. We're going to raise our right leg up into the sky this time. Bring it forward into a lunge. This time we're going to set our left foot flat on the floor. As we inhale, we're going to come up to warrior one. From here, we're going to open up our hips to the left. We're going to bring our hands down for warrior two, facing the front of our mats. Again, we want to make sure that we're pushing our knee towards our pinky toe. And then from here, we're going to bend our front arm, place it on our front thigh, and bring our left arm reaching up for the sky. If we're looking for a little bit of a further stretch, we can bring our right hand flat on the floor, and then just bring our left arm parallel with our ear. And then from here, we're just going to come back up to a warrior two. Lengthen our front leg, move our hips back, bring our chest forward. We're going to place our front hand on our front leg and our left arm reaching up for the sky. You can do whatever feels comfortable if you want to look up, look forward, or look down. And then from here, we're just going to bend our front leg, come back down into a lunge. Bring our right foot back, come into a plank position, exhale for cobra, inhale for upward facing dog. And as we exhale, we're going to come into downward facing dog. Bringing our left leg up into the sky now, we're going to bring it forward, come into a lunge, set our right foot back on the floor. And as we inhale, we're going to come on up into warrior one. We're going to sit deep into this, feeling that stretch. And concentrating on our muscles, keeping them balanced. And when we're ready, we're going to open up our hips to the right, bring our arms down to warrior two. From here, we're going to bend our front arm, place it on our front thigh, bring our back arm reaching up for the sky. Again, if we're looking for a little bit more of a stretch, we can bring our left hand flat on the floor, and our right arm comes parallel to our ear. You can do whatever's more comfortable. And then from here, we're just going to come back to warrior two. Straighten our front leg, move our hips back, chest forward, bring our front arm onto our front leg, and our back arm reaching up for the sky. Left foot back into a plank position. Exhale for cobra. Inhale for upward facing dog. And then coming back to downward facing dog. At this point, you can either walk your legs up to the front, or you can just hop on forward. Come into a forward fold. As we inhale, we're going to bend our knees, come into mountain. Exhaling to come down into chair. Inhaling to come back to mountain. Exhaling to forward fold. And then walking our feet back into a backward facing dog. Bringing our shifting our weight over to a plank position. Exhaling for cobra. Inhaling for upward facing dog. And back to downward facing dog. We're going to do that one more time. So either walk your feet up or jump on forward to your front of your mat. Bending your knees. Inhaling to come to mountain. Exhaling for chair. Inhaling to come back up to mountain. Exhaling for a forward fold. And from here, coming back to downward facing dog. Shifting our weight forward into a plank. Exhaling for cobra. Inhaling for upward facing dog. And then coming back to downward facing dog. And again, jumping our feet forward or walking our feet forward, whatever's more comfortable. Inhaling, we're going to come up into mountain. And as we exhale, we're going to bring our arms down, come back into chair. We're going to hold chair here. And we're going to lift our heels off the floor. And then from here, we're going to set our heels down, bring our hands to heart center, rotate our bodies to the left, bringing our right elbow to our left thigh for twisting chair. And from here, we're just going to bring our body back into a forward fold. As we inhale, we're going to bend our knees, come on up into mountain. Exhaling to bring our arms back down, coming into chair. We're going to hold chair again, making sure that you can see your big toe and that our backs are straight. And when we're ready, we're going to lift our heels off the floor. And then sending our heels back flat on the floor, bringing hands to heart center. We're going to twist our bodies to the right this time, bringing left elbow to right thigh. And from here, just coming back into a forward fold. As we inhale, we're going to bend our knees, bring our arms up, come into mountain. We're going to bring our left foot back just slightly. We're going to slightly bend our front knee, coming into short stance, warrior one. And when we're ready, we're going to bring our hands to our hips. At this point, we're going to lengthen our front leg. We're going to start to hinge at our hips as we exhale. And we're going to walk our hands down our foot for pyramid. And we're just going to let our head hang loose over our leg. And then from here, we're just going to walk our hands forward, bring our left foot up into the sky. If you're looking for a further stretch, you can open up your hips and bring your left arm up. And then when we're ready, we'll bring our arm down, bring our leg back down, coming to a forward fold. And bending our knees as we inhale, coming back up to mountain. And then bringing our right foot back slightly this time for short stance warrior one. Having a slight bend in our front knee. And when we're ready, we're going to bring our hands to hip. Straighten our front leg. And as we exhale, hinging at our hips and walking our hands down our feet. Keeping it back straight. And when we're ready, we can let our head hang loose. And from here, we're going to walk our hands forward, bring our right foot up into the sky. Trying to keep it parallel with the floor. If we're looking for a further stretch, we can open up our hips to the right and bring our right arm up into the sky. And from here, bringing our arm back down and bringing our leg back to the center. We're just going to come into a forward fold. Bending our knees as we inhale, we're going to come up into mountain. From here, we're going to bring our hands back to heart center. Now we're going to bring our right foot out to the side. We can either then come for tree pose, put it right at our heel, put it underneath our knee, or come and put it above our knee. Remember, always either above or below the knee, but never on the knee, because we want to protect our knee. Again, we can choose to keep our hands up top, to the side, down below us, or at heart center, whatever's more comfortable, whatever helps us keep our balance. And it's good to focus on something that's right in front of you, and then like that you'll be able to keep your balance a little bit more. And then when we're ready, we're just going to release our foot and bring it back to the center. Inhaling to come up into mountain. Exhaling for a forward fold. And inhaling, bending your knees and coming back up to mountain. And then bringing our hands back to heart center. We're going to bring our left foot up by the side. And then bring it in either at our ankle, below our knee, or above our knee. Again, you can keep your hands up to the side, down by your sides, or in heart center. We just want to listen to our bodies, whatever's comfortable today. Our right side might be able to do one thing, and then our left side might be able to do something different. So again, we want to listen to our bodies. And then from here, we're going to set our foot up to the side and then bring it back to center. Inhaling to come into mountain. Exhaling for a forward fold. And when we're ready, we're going to bend our knees, inhale, and come back up to mountain. Letting our left arm come down, we're going to come over to our left side to stretch it out. And from here, we're going to come back to mountain, lower our right arm, come over to our right side to stretch out our left. And then coming back to our mountain position, we're going to exhale, forward fold, and a swan dive. And from here, we can just come down to a seated position. Bring our feet in front of us. We're going to bend our left knee. As we inhale, we're going to lengthen. And as we exhale, we're going to come over to our left. Letting our hands fall wherever they wish, whatever's comfortable. Then from here, we're going to come back to center, lower our left knee, bring our right knee in. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, we begin to twist. So following our breath, every time we inhale, we lengthen. Every time we exhale, we twist. Coming back to center, we're going to bring both our knees in, bring them down, we're going to come into butterfly. We can hold our feet at our toes, or we can push down on our thighs, or we can keep our hands behind us and push forward, whatever's more comfortable. We're just going to bring our feet together. We're going to lay down flat on our back or on our mats. Bring our knees into chest. Hug our knees and just rotate from side to side. Thanking our body for all the great work it did today. And then from here, we're going to set our feet flat on the floor. Bring our legs down. Reaching our legs to the wall in front of us and bringing our hands back and reaching for the wall behind us. And just stretching out every part of our bodies. And when you're ready, letting your body relax, and we're coming back up to a seated position. Alright, that's the end of our practice today. I hope you all enjoyed it, and we will see you next time. Remember to subscribe. Namaste.